What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live and put up more videos. So we're here with probably one of the most exclusive, one of the probably worst banners to really summon on in terms of like longevity value, and also it is a little early before we actually get information for heroes and stuff like that. But I wanted to go ahead and get this video out beforehand just because Dokkan is pretty dry right now. I mean, what better than to talk about this before we start getting everything else popping off the way we can sort of have our own predictions to see what's right with a lot of things. So to start this video off, I want to go ahead and sort of tickle everyone's fancy really quick by saying, what if we didn't get our rose that we were wanting for like part 2 in terms of like actual like carnival and stuff like that? What if we didn't get that LR because they may give us a masked rose LR and also Gogeta? Because if I'm not mistaken here, I mean, we've already passed the Super Saiyan 4s, we've already had the heart here and stuff like that, and pretty positive that Gogeta, by my Dragon Ball Hero sort of logic here, I'm pretty sure Gogeta fought against him, and also Rose as well too. So here's the thing, I do not think we're gonna get a Rose like Super Saiyan 3 Rose. That's not what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and say that if we do finally get LRs, which by the way, at this point in time, this category is filled out a little bit to where they can just go ahead and put a lot of the supers on one and then the extremes on the other banner. I think they've already done this before, I think with the Trunks and Mecha Kabura or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. If we do get an LR, and I've always said this for every year, anytime we talk about heroes units, you can always look it up and see it from the other videos and stuff like that, just so you know I'm not lying. I've always talked about getting an LR from this celebration. I mean, as I would say, going back for at least like 2 or 3 years, I've been like, hey, we should probably get an LR at some point in time, like, and they haven't done it yet. And this is what's making me think that they might pull the trigger on that and do it this year, just because these units usually only have a shelf life of probably a couple of months, and that's very apparent on the JP side, just because the anniversary is like a couple of months right after that, and then they fizzle out and people don't really necessarily use these units a lot. And that's one thing I will ask you guys, for these actual units right here, for heroes units, how long do you actually use these units? Like, do you use these units like all the time, or do you have your fun with them for a little bit, and then once the next big thing or something like that comes out, then you're pretty much done and they collect dust? Because for me currently right now, I don't really use the heroes cards whatsoever at all. I mean, I've used Mecha Kabura every now and then in certain events and stuff like that, just because he's sort of fun to run, and obviously with him and Trunks getting an easy A, hopefully this year, they'll be really, really good, and he'll be really good as well, especially for Terrifying Conquerors and stuff, and obviously for the category of heroes and everything. But we should get LRs at some point, especially with the Gogeta. It's very apparent that they've literally been like skimping out on the Gogeta a lot through here, and so it's brought up a lot of attention to me, because I'm like, all right, we're about to have this crazy merger that's going to go down, whether it's going to go down this like next year after the 9th year anniversary or anything like that. But here's the thing, we are going to be able to participate. Now, we don't know necessarily everything that we will be able to do for the 9th year anniversary for the JP side, but in the producer letter, it does say that Omatu does say like, hey, we will be producing. So global, we will be like just there, we will be participating in the 9th year anniversary. Like I said, it's up for grabs of what we'll be doing and what sort of events we'll be able to run, if we'll be able to summon or not. With that there, that's sort of putting it in the back burner of global players' head right now. It's like, okay, so I shouldn't probably go as hard with this one, depending on what we're going to be doing for the 9th year anniversary, because again, that is a couple of months from now. Like, it makes me upset because that I'm looking at them just for the simple fact that, like I said, these are exclusive units. You can only get them once a year, and you would think that they would make them stand the test of time for Dokkan Battle, and at least be relevant for at least maybe like 5 or 6 months, or like half the year. That way it's like once the other half of the year, at the end of the year when they come back, it's like, oh, you'll be ready for all the easy A's, because you're like, all right, they were good for half a year. So that's half a year content that came out that you're like, all right, they were still somewhat adequate, and like you could do a little bit with them. And now it's like, all right, after that 6 months or 7 months, you're like, all right, I can't really do anything with these units anymore. I'm waiting for the easy A, I'm waiting for the awakens, which, like I said, Janemba and Kulu up here are going to get their awakenings and stuff like that. You're waiting for it. Like, what burns me up the most is when I see these Super Saiyan 4s here, especially Bardock and stuff, because again, these are our what if characters and stuff like that. Like, what if this, what if that? Like, Goodness gracious, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito Xeno down here. I'm really hoping that his EZA is incredible. Like I said, all the Super Saiyan 4s, I'm really hoping their EZA is incredible. Definitely not going to see Vegeta and Goku get their EZA since I think they were last year. So that's definitely not happened there. But we got like the supporters of Goku and Vegeta here, no EZAs and stuff. So I was like, the ceiling right now is extremely high, especially not even to factor in all the new units that we're going to be getting as well from this. So in a sense that now I will struggle with some of the other characters from the Dragon Ball Heroes around this time when like I want to say there was Eye Patch Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu and stuff like that around and everything. So I can't remember if that was like with the Rose as well too, or if that was like after the Rose, but I want to say it might have been with the Rose or so, or a little bit before. I can't remember, but like you'll have that and stuff like that. That by the way will flesh out the whole Rose and also Zamasu sort of teams that you can run there, because hopefully they're not restricted to only just Dragon Ball Heroes in their passives to do extra damage and stuff like that. So again, there's a little bit that can pop off with that, but like I said, for this year, I really am trying to gaslight this a little bit, just for the simple fact that I'm hoping that they don't pull another F up and just be like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be this units that are gonna be hype and everyone's gonna like drool over them for like a couple of weeks, and then after that, when other harder events come out or when they start announcing stuff for the 9th year anniversary, everyone's just like, oh, Heroes, what? Who cares about that no more? 9th year anniversary is around the corner. Like, I hope it's not a situation like that. I hope they sort of learn from their mistakes, because again, this is countless of years of Heroes units only being again able to summon on them for one time through the year, and like I said, they're not good after a certain point. So I kind of hope that they learn from their lessons there and do something pretty heavy for us, and like I said, give us our first LR, make it a first dual LR Dokkan, well, not Dokkan Fest, but you know, Heroes Fest, and switch it up, put all the heroes with the hero banner and all the extremes with the extreme banner, and go that way, and hopefully give us a lot of spicy units and a lot of spicy EZAs with a lot of these crazy good. I'm looking at again Janemba and Cooler here, really good awakenings and stuff like that, because like I said, it does need it. Like this category is again small, like it's not like crazy big, like it's pretty small. So like I said, being fleshed out a little bit more and also possibly getting their first LRs, that would make these units that much more crazier to actually go after, because if I'm not mistaken, I think they're blue coins, so it would make them that much more sought out to put 2 LRs that you literally cannot get except for one time of the year, and I mean like exclusively one time of the year, and not in any other banners. It's just you have to wait, like you legitly have to wait till they come back, and then that's again you have to wait again under a whole nother year because they're not on any other banner. So that would make the chase for the cards that much more better, and again, like I said, for a business standpoint, they can make a lot of money for that. But like I said, we just have to see what they do with this one, because I really want an LR, and I know some of you guys in the comment section below are going to tell me you want some LRs as well too, and you probably would go absolutely crazy if we got a mass Rose LR, which I would probably go insane if we got a mass Rose LR. I would go insane in a Xenoverse Vegito, especially if it's just straight out blue Vegito, which I doubt it. It'll probably be base Xeno and then blue Vegito or something like that, because I don't see them doing the whole route of just being like, oh yeah, we're just giving the standalone before the Dokkan Fest gets a standalone. I don't think they'll do that, but we'll have to see what happens with it. But like I said, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about the Heroes units, what you're expecting this year for the Heroes units, because I think the big sort of thing right now is what everyone's going to be expecting to see, because I think a lot of people are going to have like the same sort of things that they're going to want, and then we might see like a sprinkle in between of like certain people maybe saying like different things and stuff like that to may spice it up a little bit. But I don't know, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. Have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, God bless, and I'm out. Peace.